Cancer. Welcome to my channel. My name's Catherine from Siren Tarot, here to do your mid-May reading. All right, Cancer. Thank you to everyone who sticks with me, subscribe, comments, likes. It means the world. Keep growing the channel. If you're new to the channel, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If it does, great. I hope it helps you. If it doesn't, just kick it to the curb. Or if you know someone it would help, please do share. All right. I'm going to start the reading, guys, out with the Oracle of the Seven Energies. You know, I love to take an Oracle card at the beginning of a general reading. Just see where we're pitching on the spiritual journey right now through whoever these readings are for, right? Okay, for Cancer, I've pre-blessed all the decks, as you know I do. One's jumped out. Love it, Cancer. In perfect harmony. I love this card because this is a card that's a reassurance card, right? So I've got a Cancer here who's going through a transition, going through some major change, and actually you might be feeling a little bit discombobulated, right? You're just like, what the fuck, right? What's going on? It doesn't feel like it. Maybe things aren't happening as quickly as I'd like. Maybe I'm not seeing the changes I would like as quickly. But what Spirit's saying here is everything is going as it should. Right? So almost like, just like relax into it. Trust the process. Because it's not meant to happen overnight. And, you know, I might have someone here who says, well, hang on a minute, I've been waiting picking years for this, right? You might be saying that. But what this is saying is the angels are singing, there's lots of love and spirit around you, and they're guiding you absolutely on the right path. But that takes time because, excuse the sirens, because when you are being divinely guided, and that's to new soulmates, to people who'll support you, to new journeys, to new passions, there's lots of players in that. There's lots of people that need to come together, and that's why it's part of a divine journey, because the kind of, you know, you can see with the, is it a trombone? Is that the right thing? Right, saxophone is, what is it? Right, you know what I mean, it's a brass instrument, right? But what they're doing is they are singing the tune to bring all of these pieces of the jigsaw together. They are orchestrating it. And, you know, everybody's got free will, haven't they, on the journey? People move at different paces. Me, for example, I'm terrible for, like, if I want it now and I jump straight in. Other people take a minute or two. So that can slow down the process. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So it feels like they're saying everything is as it's meant to be. That's what I'm feeling. Let's go to the tarot and see what's going on for this Cancer. Thank you. Honestly. And I'm the most impatient person. I'm terrible. Look, I told you. Oh, there's a lot of sirens going on. Something's happened. Right. 3 of Pentacles, legacy building. Okay, can you see here? Like it's over the furnace, you know, it's the iron, it's melting it down. It's then reshaping it into these lovely 3 coins. And that is a firm foundation. You know, I always say about building a house, it's the foundation that takes the time. Everything else is quite quick. But laying that down to something that can be relied on, that you can bounce back from, you know, if you hit a bump in the road, all of those things are key to having a strong foundation, so it's not shaky. And that's what I feel, and that's what they're asking you to realize. Allow it, right? Allow it. So settle down, Cancer. That's what I feel. Right, lovely. Queen of Pentacles, Cancer. That's where the frustration's coming from. I love it because, can you see, coming out with the 3 and then the Queen, whoever this energy is, remember it's male or female, you are in your Queen of Pentacles energy. You know whatever's coming in is going to bring you wealth, stability and security. And can you see the frustration, because it's from the 3 to the Queen, you know, it's like, well, where's all the in between? I want it now. So 2 massive pentacles here coming out like a strong foundation, and then the Queen is showing you what you're building is worthwhile. So it's worth the pain, it's worth the delay, right? Because I feel like I've got a Cancer. It's like you're moving into the sort of, if it's not the last leg of your journey, and I'm not saying you're about to pass on. What I'm saying is this is the last major change of this lifetime. There'll be lots of little journeys after it, but this is a bigger, right? Then that's again why it's taking so long, because it's got sustenance. Does that make sense? It's got sustenance, right? Because I just feel you're pinging off it left, right, and centre, Cancer. You know, like even things that you're thinking now it's going to be bigger than that. It's going to be bigger than you even imagined. Okay, bigger than you even imagined. Two of Cups. On this journey here, like I feel, Cancer, you're solo right now. You've not got that soulmate. Okay, if you have, it's another form of love coming in, but I feel I'm talking to a single Cancer at the moment, and they're saying to you this divine union is part of this journey. But you're on your own. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is travelling alone at the moment. And maybe you've had to leave some people behind, players probably. But not, you know, it can also be, you know, people who were draining your energy, pulling you back, keeping you stuck. It can be that energy as well. And so you also have had a clearing out of people, clearing out of things that didn't serve you, right? But they're saying true soulmates, true energy, and those who want love, it's on its way. But at the moment, stay in your manifestation, because this is, look at the power in these cards, right? You are co-creating with spirit. I felt this in the collective reading as well. And they're saying the power at the moment and all your energy is needed on whatever this is, whatever it is you're building. They don't want you to have any distractions just right now. It's all about you, right? I love the green in the background, and I love the green in these cards of the Pentacles, right? And it's all about communication, communicating with spirit, communicating with yourself, your divine self. Because Cancer, I feel like for the first time in a long time, you really are in a space, an energetic space, where you're focusing purely on you. And the only bit missing might be that soulmate, that love connection. That might be the only thing that you're thinking, oh, I wish I had that as well, because that would be like the cream on the cake, wouldn't it? That's what I feel, the cream on the cake. But they're saying don't worry about that. Page of Wands, pages of messages. It's mirroring that Three of Pentacles. It's further confirmation to me that once you've built this foundation, once you've got that solid space, you're in that strength of position, then the offer comes in, a message comes in. And again, I come back to this, it's bigger than you expected, because I feel like for those of you who might be looking around right now saying, oh, I know who that is, I don't feel it's that person, and you might not want to hear that, but I don't, because I think it's something even more magnificent with the Two of Cups in there. As you are loving on yourself, look at this High Priestess, as you are working with the divine. Can you see how the High Priestess is sort of chest out, right? Chest out to the divine. All I'm just feed my energy. Just feed my energy. It's coming under that Three of Pentacles. They want you, Cancer, to get to wherever this place is. This feels, whenever I get the High Priestess, like I've got a fellow healer here, someone who, you know, you may be starting your own healing business, you may have a platform, you may, you know, be thinking of starting your own channel. It may be that, or it may just be that for the first time you really are fully into your spirituality. You know, you really are just embracing it and trusting the universe on your journey. And that's why they don't want that distraction. Can you see here the Six of Pentacles, and coming with it, they've sent the Five of Swords. And what that's saying to me is, this is about strong, reciprocal relationships, balance in your life, you know, just rewards for just effort, you know. So in other words, you're not having to go over the top sort of working, putting the effort out and not getting enough back. It becomes a lovely balance in your energy. With the Five of Swords coming out of it and me talking about the distraction, it's telling me people want to fight you, Cancer. People want to get involved and pull you down. I feel people are jealous of this because they can see how successful you're going to be. There's only you who can't see that, right? And it's not because you know, you're modest or anything, like, you just can't see it. You just don't get how good this is going to be. Right, it's a beautiful reading, but others do. Others see your talents more than you see your talents. Others see your abilities more than you see your abilities. So I want you to have confidence in whatever this is that you're building. I want you to own it. You know, if for example, you are thinking of, starting your own YouTube channel, or your own, building up your social media, or just your own local business, I want you to have confidence in your abilities to do that. However you choose to build it is your decision. But the divine are saying, you've got this, right? You've got it. Coming under that Two of Cups is that Five of Swords also. And again, I feel like this is someone from your past who really doesn't want you moving on. And you might say, oh, that's not true, right? That's not true. I've not heard from them. I don't expect to hear from them. This could be from like years ago. It could be up to 5 years ago, But they know you are going to get what you were blessed to have, what you were destined to always have, this true love soulmate, and they want to block it. So again, I'm coming back to it. Watch out for negative energies. It's a bit of a warning. Watch out for people, situations that try and bring you down. Like, you're positively glowing, you're in your high priestess, you're manifesting, but I'm asking you to keep your moves hidden if you can, right? Certainly don't go blabbing out to the world what you're doing, because this person's watching somewhere and they'll try and get involved to block it. Don't let that happen, Cancer. That's what I feel. It's not saying hide your light under a bushel. It's just saying only say what you need to say. Other than that, you are doing it from within. And that's conserving energy as well for me. Look, Knight of Swords, wanting to commit. Look, with the Ace of Wands come out too, right? They wanting to get in the way of this. I always get wrong way around on camera. They want to get in the way of this. You, your dreams, your passions, divine, masculine, feminine, them wanting to come and fight in the way of it and block it. It's not going to happen, because I also feel this represents the divine, and I feel like they are not going to let that happen either, because they have got you on your spiritual path. They've got you on your spiritual journey, and they are not going to, like this person, do what you want, try what you want, because you ain't going to get in the way of it. Because I feel this person has been doing the nasty behind your back, right, Cancer? Just drinking my tea. I feel they've been doing the nasty behind your back, whether that's with friends, colleagues, family members, doing you down. To probably told you to your face they thought you were nothing and you'd amount to nothing. And to some degree, Cancer, I do feel you took that on, right? I think so it could be a narcissistic energy. I do feel to some degree you took that energy on, well, maybe I am being silly, maybe I should just, recognise that I'm shit. Right? Because that's how some people want you to feel. Because what it does is it elevates them, right? That's what they're doing. No, tough. I'm off, right? So power up, Cancer. Vavavoom. That's what I feel. Listen quietly. Look, that was underneath. I wasn't sure whether to take it, and it's come out, Four of Cups. They want to keep you in this energy of want. Right, because that's what the Four of Cups is. It's like an energy of want. Spirit's trying to give you the cup. Can you see, coming from Spirit? And they want you stuck down, like not taking it, being empty, a sense of emptiness inside. That isn't for the likes of me. The beauty of that isn't for the likes of me, and it bloody well is, right? It absolutely is, because look at this, the Emperor. And this is you, Cancer. I feel this is you. Stepping into this Emperor energy. Leaving the haters behind. Leaving people who are jealous behind. Leaving people who didn't have your greatest good. Your greatest, supporting your greatest achievements behind. And the Emperor understands how to battle as well. They don't pick up every battle. If you're dealing with someone who's trying to get you down, right, and you're feeling an energy of, I want to go and talk to them, I want to get them to turn around and say, well, actually, I was wrong. Well, sometimes you just say, do you know what? Sod it, right? If that's what you choose to think, that's what you choose to think. I'm not wasting my energy having that conversation with you. I am a big voice. I have got a lot to bring, and I am going to bring it, right? I'm going to bring it. The tower is going to come down on this person. It may have already done it. So I want to say to you, if this is an ex, or this is, I come back to that, where the divine are not letting them get you, the divine will bring the tower down on this person. You know, when I see it in this deck, imagine if you were up here and they were climbing up to get hold of your ankles and pull you down, and the divine just go, no, right? So I do feel, just like karma rip them, because they'll get what they deserve. Just like karma rip them. Like the divine will say, you know, you want to throw a shovel of shit at Cancer, I'm going to throw a wheelbarrow back. You will learn your lesson. And that's what they're having to do. They're having to learn the lesson. Because the nastiness and the hate they've been putting out, Cancer, because I do feel there's a hater here, right? It comes back, and it comes back threefold. I wouldn't like to be on the end of that. Thank you very much. So Cancer, know that the divine are dealing with it. You keep focusing on what you're doing, and this comes straight back to confirming and crowning this reading against the perfect harmony, which we talked about. You might be in that transitional stage. You might be feeling a bit mucky and yucky, and things aren't happening as quick as you want, put it that way. But can you see the divine are guiding you through this death and rebirth process? And the rebirth, like when you come out, you will be stronger, but it's not going to happen overnight. I keep having to say that. Right? Just know every day, baby steps, come to miles and miles and miles of growth, right? Just every day, do a little bit more and a little bit more. You will be amazed at the progress you make. I also get another page coming in. We've got lots of messages coming through, but this is the confirmation from the 3 to the Queen. With a page, a solid offer will come in. Can you see? Here, right? Do you see the peacock, the beautiful peacock? And then you've lifted it and you've taken it. It's on its way, right? It's on its way. You've just got to keep your faith and your confidence, Cancer, and keep taking those steps towards it. That's what I feel. Leave the haters behind, the jealous ones. You know, you could be the most stunning looking person in the world and they'll tell you you're ugly. The sky's bright blue and they'll tell you it's black. That's just what they'll do, right? Just anything to dissuade you from what you're doing. But you know in your heart of hearts, that's what I feel, Cancer. You know in your heart of hearts that the journey you're on, you're travelling, you know it's going to pay the dividends. You know it's just a matter of time. Keep that confidence. Don't be rocked. Don't be rocked. Cancer, I'm going to the fairies for some oracles, right? It's lovely. And with the High Priestess there as well, I want to say to you, go quiet at times. You know, go out to nature. Just sometimes sit in the peace at home, or even if it's with a bit of music or something in the background that allows you to switch off from the fog of the day to day, cool the mind, because the messages want to spring through, right? That's what I'm getting. The messages want to spring through. Right, who have we got? Yeah, what have I said? Walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. That clarifies that 5 of Swords with people wanting to battle you, because that's the same in here. It's talking about that person trying to get in the way, the haters trying to get in the way. And it's also coming back to what we said about the Emperor. If people want to think things, let them think things. The Emperor's very wise at just saying, do you know what, I'm not wasting my effort on that. You go and think what you want, I'm not bothered. If you're not blocking my path, I don't need to move you off it. That's what I feel, right? And silence is the biggest power to do that. Look, I just picked the fairies up in this split again on the Emperor, right? I picked them up in this split with the High Priestess. Come on, Cancer, what's going on? Right? What is going on? Right? So, and this one says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. You are gorgeous, Cancer. High Priestess, trust in your intuition. Prayerful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. And that's what I said to you. Go to your quiet space. Go to whatever allows you to forget about, you know, the utility bills, the food shopping, the cleaning that needs doing, all those things that can be in your mind. Just go somewhere just to let that sort of, that energy die down, to allow the positive divine messages to come through. That's what I feel. An animal spirit, just to close this reading, please, spirit, an animal spirit. It's lovely, right? But it's hard, you know, it's hard because there's people out there not good, Cancer. It's a warning as well. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. This is going to be bigger than you thought. You just don't see it right now. You just don't see it right now. That's what I feel. Can you see the beautiful crown? They're telling you it is there. It is happening. And the grasshopper, you know, the wings, the music, absolutely. The divine are working with you, through you. They want this experience. They experience it through you. Allow them to guide you on this destined path. Cancer. All right, I'm going to leave it there. That message was clearly for someone. Maybe you've been sat having some doubts. Maybe you've been questioning, or maybe just getting frustrated in any perceived delays. The divine don't see time as we do. You know, they just don't. It's not minute to minute for them. It's all part of an orchestrated path, and that's where you are. And it's a reminder to say, this is a spiritual journey you're on. Allow it to play out how it's meant to play out, and definitely leave karma to them, right? The divine will deal with those haters. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. Hope it's for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, great. Please do like the video if you did. Help us grow the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, excuse me, I'll be back with your June readings. Love and light, and see you soon.